Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel, Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we will go on with our series based on a book by Chuan C. Chang, and he wrote a book about piano practice. It's called Fundamentals of Piano Practice, and he has this he put this book as a PDF online for free, and this is also like a link. I put this link down in the description below, and I really can recommend this book. It's really, there's a lot of stuff in that book which I think is really valuable, and the focus there, of course, is like classical piano and being able to learn these classical pieces by heart, to memorize them, and to deal with technical issues and so on. So he collected a lot of informations, and I base this series of different practice methods on his book. And so you also have a PDF for this lesson, yeah, just one page. But because the PDF of his book is free, this PDF is also free. So just get it, just download that, and it may continue some aspects, informations which I'm not telling you here right now in the lesson. So the idea is that you get this PDF anyway, and that I just tell you my maybe a different version of it, or my thoughts, and maybe I come up with some different aspects and so on. All right, and every lesson in that series, now we have lesson 10, is really focused on just one aspect of practicing, one aspect, and it's usually, mostly it has to do with technique, practicing technique and everything, because that's the most, that's the thing what we actually have to work on most if we practice the instrument. Of course, I have another lessons, like 3 different lessons on how to practice more this mental thing, and also has to do with maybe more like a spiritual ideas, concepts, which really brings. Oh, this is actually just one lesson. Yeah, just one lesson. I stopped there somewhere in the middle of the lesson, just because I thought it's just too much information. But it's all on that PDF you can download there. So sorry. So just so in that other lesson, I was giving you more stuff which are not like directly related to like technical problems or issues of speed and right and left hand and so on. More like overall mental attitude, and the way you should approach practicing just in general, what it means to practice, to be in contact with this like great music. And I put the link also down in the description below of how to practice, so this other aspect. So, but in the book, and what we do now also in this series, is really to concentrate on the different aspects of what to do and how to do it and how that works, and I think it's really valuable. Yeah, if you download these PDFs of all these free PDFs of all these different lessons where you have all these practice methods, you have really like a toolkit, and you really can actually attack like any kind of a problem which arises, and you also really can really make you much more aware of certain things, and also maybe about certain things where you actually practiced in a kind of a wrong way in the past. So that's maybe a reason why you couldn't really reach what you wanted to achieve. Yeah. So yeah. So enough of talk here. So we go into introductory talk. We go into speed waltz. Speed waltz. That's not very much we will talk about today, but there's one very important aspect of speed walls, and that is just in a way like to understand what a speed wall actually is. Yeah, I mean, you know that thing, you practice something and it will never exceed a certain speed. You will always be limited. Sometimes it's maybe a little bit quicker, but it's just you're always fighting in a way. There is like, it seems to be there is a limit which you can't get over. You can't push that. And but you know that it's possible because you heard maybe other players who just do that, who play very quick, and then you think, okay, it's possible, but I can't do that. It's impossible. It's not possible at all for me. And now you have to understand something, that this speed wall is actually not something outside of you. It's not something the idea. I mean, the image of a speed wall is like a wall or like a limit where you yourself go and go, progress, and suddenly you hit that wall, and that wall is there. It's outside of you, and you yourself can't come over that wall. Yeah, that's a kind of a image which is actually like completely wrong. Because the thing is, speed walls are just created by yourself. You yourself create them, and they're of course like part of your system in a way. And the speed wall, per definition, is like something you try to do the impossible. So what you are doing, what you're trying to do, is not possible, and it's not possible because you can't do that. I mean, your body doesn't have the capacities or the whatever to do that. No, it's because you do something wrong. You do wrong things. Yeah, so you do something wrong. You have a certain movement, a certain tension, a certain whatever in that motion, in that movement, and by having that is not possible to play any faster. Yeah, so what you do is not possible. And you created that by yourself, by practicing and coming up with a certain solution for a certain problem, and you found out that it's not really going further, but you try and you try and you try and you try, and that's like really the worst thing in a way you can do. The best thing would be just not to create a speed wall in the first place. So whenever you reach this kind of a limit, yeah, where you see, oh, I can't go any further, and I don't want to push it in a way that I'm really now really tense up and really do like all kinds of strange things. So it's you really, what you do, you really find out what needs change. So, and I will not go now into a specific thing, because like speed walls, also as he wrote it in that book, they are just uncountable number of possibilities of speed walls. Like you play something and you incorporate a certain movement which is like absolutely like counterproductive, or you're a bit too tense, so the movement is much more difficult to do, or whatever. I mean, there are so many possibilities, and you made them yourself. So really, what you should do if you reach that kind of a speed wall, you should actually just go to all these practice methods we were talking about, and really try to find out what happens, what needs change, and all that stuff we talked about. Yeah, fast play degradation, post practice improvement, this cycling thing, the different speeds you should practice, and some speeds which you should avoid in a way. And yeah, all the stuff we talked about, yeah, isolating motions, and so on. I will in the next lesson we will talk briefly about a practice routine, practice routine, and then I also will list all the different methods of these lessons we had, and then you can really check those and go through them and concentrate on each aspect, each method, use that and find out whether maybe that helps. Yeah. So the main concept here is a speed wall is something you created yourself. A speed wall means you do something what is not possible. It is not possible to do. So you have to change yourself somehow to not have this speed wall anymore. In a way, I think that's very clear anyway. You know that, of course, yeah. You do that yourself in a way, but I think it's for me this was kind of really helpful in that book to just actually in a way to this idea of a speed wall means you try to do something which is not possible, which is impossible. Yeah, so because when I know that that's impossible, what I try to do here, then of course I get creative and I get more my attention and awareness and concentration on how can I change my approach here, how can I change my technique, and that can take a long time, and we talked about that also. Yeah, especially this will take a lot of like past practice or post practice improvement, which incorporates that you always end your sessions, your exercises before you switch or before you completely end your practice session, that you play like a more slow and very clear version of that segment, and so that practicing really, like improvement can really take place after practicing, mainly also during sleep. And this is really very important to know, and I know that because I did a lot of stuff wrong actually in the past, and I was applying these things for some like very specific problems, specific techniques, and it really helped me a lot. I really, yeah. So. I hope it convinces you. I wish that it's convincing you, because it gives you really great tools at hand. All right, so that's already it for this lesson. If you like those lessons here on Guitar Academia, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when a new video will be released, because that's the case every week. And next week, of course, we will go on with that. Talk a little bit about like practice routine, but we put a big question mark after that, or to that, you say. Anyway, if you like those lessons here also on Guitar Academia, you can also donate. Just go down in the description below. There is a link to my website, hildenbrand.com. Guitar Academia page there's a button where you can donate. So it would be really cool, make me really happy if you want to support my work here, and I see that you value the whole thing. So yeah, thank you. So good luck, have a good time, thanks for watching. My name is Hildenbrand.